What's going on, everybody? It's time for our weekly showcase of the sexy new tower skins, this week's being one of the more popular towers in the game at the moment, the mortar. And the theme for this skin, well, just take a look and the visuals will say for themselves. You just ignite the light, and let it shine, just own the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, we've got fireworks. Probably the most lit skin so far, pun 100% intended. Instead of the monkey manning the mortar dropping a mortar shell into the tube and letting it rip, he is now equipped with a nice hard hat and ignites the fireworks sitting on the platform, making it fire up into the sky and disappear in the blink of an eye. I'm guessing designing these skins took a lot longer than usual due to having to change the animations along with the visuals. I know some previous skins had to change some animations as well, but this is like a complete overhaul, it seems. As usual, we start off by inspecting the 00 base tower with great detail. I already mentioned the monkey with the yellow hard hat earlier, but what I didn't mention yet was the hazard stripe going right through the middle of the hat, which makes the monkey look kind of funny to me, but it's whatever. And as to be expected, this firework is about as basic as you can make it be, although I am sure with higher upgrades it will become more fancy. I mean, what else are they gonna use to distinguish upgrades with? The first tier upgrades for the tower skin will show you that I am indeed correct on what I just said, replacing the pure red firework with a bit of orange striping on the tip and a nice little bullseye in the middle. Just to clarify, both first tier upgrades look the same in case you weren't sure why I didn't specify which side I meant. This is the same for the original mortar visuals, so it only makes sense for the skin counterpart to follow suit. Now for the second tier upgrades, which again is the same for both sides. Nothing much to say about this one. The firework now has a slick flame label similar to that of the normal Bernie stuff / bigger blast mortar, so it's good to see the ambiguity is not an issue here. Since we only have 7 unique skins to show due to these first couple of tiers having duplicates, I'm going to take an early break from the showcase, so consider this a quick intermission. Before I deviate from the topic of mortar skins, let me just say it was a good thing Ninja Kiwi got these mortar skins out before they nerf the shit out of them, that way they can still rake in the mad cash upon release while it's still OP. Though if you ask me, it was kind of long overdue. By my calculations this is the 11th skin to be released, but I definitely think it's much higher than just the 11th most popular tower in the game. Now that I think about it, I wonder how much of a correlation there is between the popularity of a tower versus how well the skin sells. Obviously it may be skewed depending on how cool the skin looks, but nonetheless it would be interesting to see the data and resulting correlation. Anyways, one more little announcement before we return. Since I'm too much of a pussy to ruin my main channel by uploading League, I figured the next best alternative to still have some sort of interaction with subs was to use an in-game feature called clubs. So if you want to join the gang, come on and send a friend request to my Smurf account simply called ISAB, and then once accepted I'll give you an invite to the club, cause that's the only way it works at the moment. Just another note that this is only on the NA server, so if you're anywhere else then sadly you're out of luck, although you can still find me in my Discord if you want to say something useful to me. Rumor has it there's a secret code word that will get me to show up, but trust me, that don't work no more. Link to Discord is in the description by the way. Returning to the showcase now, how about we start with the Balloon Buster upgrade? And with that upgrade, the monkey adds on a mask because I can only assume he wants to feel safer from the massive explosions being set off right in front of him, and the fact that the little skull symbol now on the firework is pretty spooky. Also good to see the color scheme is in line with the normal Balloon Buster upgrade. Same thing applies to the big one. The big bad radioactive symbol in the middle is basically a giant message to the balloons to move the hell out of way. The term radioactive fireworks is definitely a first to me though, but nothing can stop the creative imagination of these monkeys. 2 more to go, so please turn your attention to the third tier right side upgrade, the signal flare. Unlike the left side upgrades, these monkeys are brave enough not to wear masks, probably cause the fireworks don't pack as strong of a punch. If anything, they are more about the looks, with a purple bottom half and a starry pattern to indicate it has camo detection. It actually might be a little disadvantageous to use this skin cause it's a bit easier to distinguish between camo and no camo detection for the opponent. With the normal visuals for the mortar having the consistent green pattern, the purple might be a bit of a giveaway no matter where you hide the mortar, cause you'll be able to see the color of the fireworks as they shoot up anyway. Oh well, lastly here's the artillery battery. I was especially curious to see this upgrade since it's got triple the fireworks and thus triple the speed. Just look at that monkey go to work, he better be getting paid the big bucks for all the hard work he's constantly doing, having to reload those fireworks and shit. Alright, and the ability, now the sky rains fireworks and creates hell for the balloons underneath, pretty cool stuff. Well, this marks the end of the showcase, but certainly not the end of the video, cause I got some extra gameplay with the skins afterwards, which you may have already seen if you stalked my Battles TV. But before that, how do you like the skins? Give me your feedback below, and as always for reference, I got them all laid out for you so you can just screenshot this point in the video and save it to your folder of ISAB favorites. And if that folder doesn't exist in your computer yet, then what are you waiting for? I think I'm just gonna plaster music over the rest of the video and leave you with this one game. Too lazy to stay for another couple of minutes talking about useless shit, but at the same time I need that ad revenue, so I hope you understand. Have an ignited day.
had the whole world at our feet, watching seasons change. Our roads were lined